Hello everyone, welcome to Jargus Ranger Review. This time we are looking at the 5th episode of Power Rangers Super Dino Charge, Roar of the Red Ranger. And this episode was packed with a few plot lines from a few different ends. First of all, we're continuing the rivalry between Fury and Singe, our new commander type villain. Mainly because Fury has a plan, it just bores Heckle, but Singe comes up with one right away, and he sends him off. And that's to give the Rangers' computers a computer virus, and infect them with a monster that's just called Ninja. Nothing special, just Ninja. Which is hilarious, because we had an entire season all about ninjas, and the monsters were like space ninjas, and you had the Mighty Morphin season with ninja powers, but now you just have one new monster. It's called Ninja, just plain ninja, nothing else. He's really boring. I mean, he moves really fast like a ninja and whatnot. So yeah, when the Rangers are out training for target practice, I don't know how Heckle keeps fighting them so easily, but can't secure the location of their base, even though they know they work at the cafe undercover. It's kind of strange. Anyway, Tyler can't hit the targets right. That's because of what happened a little bit earlier. He showed the other Rangers place in the woods with a buried treasure chest. A little map too he didn't found when he was a kid. He and his father would always come there like every year and put something new to commemorate the past year. And after he disappeared, it was just Tyler. And that year was the hat from the cafe. Except it's to symbolize all the new friends he's made. That's nice. Shelby knows he's distracted because she just asks him right away what's on his mind. He says nothing. And then he quickly pulls a map and says, okay, it's about this cave until my dad disappeared. You notice there's this big body of water in just one section. I can probably swim it alone. After all the other cave-ins, he might be there. And Shelby just says no. You have to admit there's a possibility he might not be there. He wanted you to take such a huge risk, drowning underground, just for a clue. And Tyler gets offended by that and says, well, maybe you just don't believe in me. And so they're at odds because of that. He's kind of mad at her. So he gets attacked when he's on his own, and he doesn't have his Energem because Kendall's having it. She's making a new supercharger just for the T-Rex Zord and Tyler. Ninja just beats him into a tree and is about to finish him with no trouble whatsoever. Until, and his vision is blurry, he gets saved by Light Blue Ranger. Maybe the Aqua Ranger. But he disappears before he can notice anything. So he returns to the base and tells the story. And Kendall finishes the charger. Except it's been infected thanks to that little virus. Instead of having this big evil looking block thing, just make a simple USB stick instead of the big ass case for it. That's going to be suspicious. So anyway, they go out to test it, but it's messed up, and Tyler's head gets all warped. He thinks he's a real T-Rex, and even starts growling and roaring. I mean, even the little fangs things on his helmet start chomping up and down, like he's truly an animal. So he just goes on a rampage, messing everything up. They don't know what's wrong at first, till Kendall eventually figures out that the new charge has been tampered with, and she fixes it. No, I wonder what kind of virus it has, because you take off that dinosaur sticker right in the center of the back of her laptop, I have a feeling it's gonna be a MacBook. Have to be really clever to get a good virus under one of them. And Shelby is asking, maybe this just hints a possibility of where the real Tyler is. Then she knows where to find him. And Chase calls her a genius, and she's like, "You just now figuring this out?" Well, way to be full of yourself, Shelby. And again, she is like one of the smarter ones. Though I think actually Riley's a bit smarter with his technical knowledge compared to her. Anyway, getting off topic. Anyway, Shelby, they find him where his stuff was buried. Except one problem. Shelby ain't getting through to him. And another monster is attacking, alongside Ninja. So, it's a two-way battle. How do they handle this? Well, it's mainly Chase that's fighting Tyler. Except he's not getting through either until the Aqua Ranger shows up. And he tries calming him down, even putting him in a headlock. Whoever he is, he sounds definitely older, a little more mature. He also is talking like he knows our Red Ranger. And why is that? It's quite simple. He reveals himself to be Tyler's father. He even picks up a baseball from his 8th birthday. And that finally snaps him back. It turns out his story basically was Rusty knew his secret and he was in hiding for a while. And he didn't realize Tyler was around until he saw him with practicing and becoming the Dinosaur Ranger. And it's kind of iffy, because he had full control over his powers if he could transform at will like that. And we don't really see much of him taking action. He just poses with his blaster with Tyler when they show up. And basically this other monster who barely did anything just runs off and Ninja is defeated. And when he's big, the Megazord battle is like nothing. But his father gets put in there with him and he thinks that's amazing. But the main thing is how they're defeated. I mean, it's beat by the Galactic Blast by the Megazord. But how it's beat before then is, I'm guessing, is this season's Battleizer. Because we didn't have one yet for the New Saban era. And this one is pretty cool. Because the new supercharger for Tyler, his T-Rexor becomes another morpher and attaches to his blaster. And it just makes him extra more powerful. It's really cool looking too. I'm not sure the best way to describe it right now. I just put a pic up and you can see for yourself. And I really like this, and he can combine the morphers to make a big blaster that can destroy enemies. I mean, almost every mover he made, there were just like explosions in the background behind him, everywhere he did. Just making him look extra powerful. And probably near the end of the season, it's gonna be defeated by the enemy. And the episode ends with Tyler and his dad just playing catch after 10 years. No real conversation about what's been going on. And nothing about the Aquazord either. So that's probably gonna save for like the start of the next. Anyway, that basically ends the episode. It was above average. Not as good as the last one we had. Sort of wish they went in further depth with his father's relationship with Tyler and, you know, what he'd been up to. But they're most likely going to start that the next episode. Because really it seemed like they just rushed through his return. The same way they did with Kendall becoming a Purple Ranger. And since Tyler's dad and his disappearance was like a huge part of Tyler's story, and even how he got involved with the Energems to begin with. I really hoping we get to see this resolved. Otherwise, it's just gonna leave me unsatisfied with that plot. Anyway, as for the villains, yeah, Heckle likes Singe, but Snide, he's really impatient with him and he doesn't like him. So we've got this like four-way dynamic with our villains. Poisandra is pretty much just off to the side. I have a feeling that Sledge is going to come back for at least one episode. Maybe even two. It's just his feeling. We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, nothing new with any of the other ones. I mean, we're getting a little closer with Shelly and Tyler, because once we see them really disagree about a serious issue. And it's a very serious issue. Now it looks like they've already made it. So yeah, it's a very important episode, but I'm guessing that Tyler's father's story got put a bit to the backside to show off the new Red Ranger form, which for an action scene was really cool. Though it could have been timed a little better given the situation. Still, it's definitely something you have to see. It's even more important than the episode with Shelby's dad. Watkins Ice Cream International. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'm Jargus. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again, let the power protect you.